Hi, welcome back. In this part, we'll try to unwrap it, add some more resolution onto the mesh so that it can be used for TV and broadcast, and if you want more detailed model for games also. But first, we'll unwrap it. I told you this is a basic principle which I use it. Now, before working on it, in Google, type UV texture reference image, UV texture reference image. You'll get all these reference images. Try to download this image. Okay, just download it. It's always good. You can use checker for reference, but I prefer that image. You'll see the results. Now, before applying start working unwrapping, I'll select everything, put it in one layer. Okay, deselect it, double click this layer and see model. Right, now I'll click one more folder, working. Right, I'll create one more layer, which is unwrapped. This is where we'll put all the unwrapped image models. Now, select this last object, the handle, put it in working, hold right click, add selected objects. So it's in now this layer. Press F so that you can zoom in. Now you can start working on this one to unwrap it. Before unwrapping, once again, the next step is hold right click, assign existing or new favorite material, one blend material. Here I'll change the name as texture reference. Actually, I use all short ones. Click on checker so that color, file, get the file. The file is here. Wherever you saved it, open that file. Now to check the texture, press 6. Here it looks fine, but you need to work on it. So go to edit UVs, UV texture editor. You can find this here or else in Windows UV texture editor. Okay, open this one. Okay, when you open your image, you should get something like this. It's a bit confusing because you can't see your mesh and all the stuff. So you can click on this icon, so display image off, it's clear. Now right click UVs. Because this is a texture editor, everything works on UVs, so select any one of the texture UVs, hold right click, select shell. I'll put it somewhere here. The same thing, I'll select this one, select shell. This is our main. If you select UVs, you can see here it's from this area till here. Okay, now we'll try to scale it a little bit big. I'll move side a little bit. Now if you see here, the text, each text box is stretched, so I'll try to scale it big so that it looks perfect. A little bit of a square image. Yeah, it's okay. Now we'll start checking this one. So if you double click this edge here, that's perfect. So UVs, select this UVs. What I will do, if you see here it's stretched, I'll just move a little bit. Now it's clean. Now here you can see it's not a perfect square, so move it. A bit of this thing. Now come back here. Select this last UVs. Okay, now it looks okay. Now we'll scroll down here. If you check here, that's the way this lands. Okay, it looks okay now. I'll try to work on the last UVs a little bit. Little bit of scaling. That's a bit okay. Select this one. Yeah. Now this looks okay for me right now. Now select this one. Here, there's UVs. You need to scale it a little bit down. I'll put it somewhere here. Same thing, I'll do it here. Scale a little bit down. Put it back. Now this one, it should be back in 1:1 ratio here. So I'll try to scale it down. Always scale uniformly because we already organized it perfectly. So if you scale it with a non-uniform thing, you will once again see some stretch. So I'll put some here. Right, now this looks good. Get it back here. I'll put this back in this model in unwrapped. Now hide it. Now go to model and select this one. Put this in working. Come back here. Hold right click. Existing material. Texture reference. So you can see. You can see it's not a perfect square. So scale it a bit. And then it's a little bit okay. So this is done. Select this object, put it back in unwrapped. Now click model. Now this one. Put it in working. Now this one. Apply existing material. Now here. First go to UVs, select one of the UVs. Select right click and hold to select the shell. Put it somewhere else. You can scale it down a little bit. It looks okay now. The same way, select this UVs. Select the shell. Scale it down. Put it somewhere here. See. So this is what we got. Now this one. What we'll do is that once again the same thing what we did for the handle. Select all the UVs. Put some here. First scale it big so that you can clearly see it. It looks perfect square, but here it's stretched. So double click this edge so that you can see clearly where it is. Now this is the one. So go to UVs. Select all the UVs which are above this plane. I go to script. Now give some space. Okay. Now here, select the top UVs once again. A little bit of scaling. Okay. Now if we check here, this is a little bit slight difference. We need to work on it now. Now this is okay here. This is perfect, but if you see here the top UVs, you need to pull it down. Still more. Yeah, that's now this looks okay. Now you should put it back in unwrapped. the blade and the tip. So we'll try to select the tip, put it in working, select it, right click, add selected objects, switch off the model, this one. Come back to UV texture editor, hold right click on the surface, existing material, texture reference. Now come back here, say this one. Now this UVs are something here on the tip side, so select UVs, which is, if you're not interested in this one, you can scale it small. Good, yeah. Now this one, you can clearly see this thing, it should be flipped because this is the bottom and this is the top area, so I'll flip it. Okay, here you can do a couple of things. You can unfold it like this. Okay, but the thing is that we are not interested in any of the textures and all this. It's clearly unwrapped. Okay, so we'll leave it as it is. Alright, now select this object, put it in unwrapped. Now we got finally the model. I'll select this one, put it in working. Right. Here we'll try to use other method. If you go to, first we need to apply texture reference, so it's taking this step, but it can be sorted out. Go to create UVs, automatic mapping. It's wonderful tool, I found it, so click it, it's unwrapped. Perfect. Here in the UV texture also you can see this is, if you select face, these are the top one, this is the side one. So I'm happy with this thing, so I'll go to UV, right click, select the shell, what I'll do is I'll just flip it, so this bottom one. Now we got something like this one. This is all the things which are strips, so you can attach to any one of the object. So I'll try to attach it to the top one, top face, this one, because when I apply texture, any texture map, it can blend perfectly with this edge. So what I do is that select all this edges, go to edge mode, select all these edges and hold control and deselect, drag on this edges, so you will select only the edges which are here, and go to edit polygons, cut it. If you cut it, each face will be like individual object here. Now individual UV shell. Now select this edges here. Can you see here now? Go to polygons, move and save. So this faces will come and stick to you this UV texture. So I'll select this face and drag this one. You don't need to select this one, you need to select only this edges. So I'm selecting this one. This is the shortcut key for move and save. Get it here. Now you can drag this faces. They are somewhere here. So select this one. This is one. Move and save. We got something. We'll do it first. Now select this edge, stitch it. G is the repeat tool. I just press B. G. G is the repeat the recent command. So I'm This is the recent command which I use, move and save. So press G, G, G. I zoom in like this here. G, G, G. This UV I'll just pull it out because it's a bit of overlapping, no problem. Now go to edge, command save. I'll do it later. This one is this edge, G, G, and G. Now this UVs, so drag and select this UVs, get it here so that we can see where it should go. Edge, this goes here, move and save. You should be very careful. So select this edge, move and save. G, G. Go to UVs. Little bit of tweaking here. Now finally, what is this one? So we'll find it out. Select the spaces. This one. I don't need it because we don't need these faces. So this is unwrapped. So select all these UVs, put it back in this one to one. Now comes the final object. So put it back in unwrapped model. I'll put it in working. Now there's nothing is there in the model, so I can just delete this layer. This one will follow the same procedure what we did it. So right click, existing material, texture reference, automatic mapping, it unfolds, UVs, select the shell, this is the top, yep, select this one, and to just put aside, select the shell, I'll flip it, then select all these edges and hold control to deselect everything on this surface and polygons, cut it. Once this is done, you can select all these edges, you can drag it like this. Can you see here? Move and save. Check it out, it's selected only on this surface. So press G. Now zoom in. G, G, G is for repeat the recent command, which here once again we got the same problem in the other side, so I'll pull it out a little bit. Now G, stitch it. So something is missing here. This one. No problem, just move and save. Move and save. UVs, it's just overlapping. You can pull it out like this. Now we got something here. Save it. G, G. Now we got here. Put it here, select this edge, move and save. G, save it. Now this one, as I told you, we know that this is this faces. That's tilted. UVs, put it back in 1 to 1. minimize it. Now put this back in unwrapped. We don't want the working one. Now delete this layer. It's perfectly unfolded. Now what I do, I select everything, Control A, so that I can go to the material editor. I don't want any information, so I delete the history. Now in texture, I'll hold right click on color, break the connection, so it's back to normal color. It looks good. Now this model, double click on this one. I'll name it as the games. Now we need to lay out in the UV texture editor. Go to UV texture editor. If you check your object, everything is layouted in separate options. So we'll try to put it in one-to-one layer. It's totally overlapping. So first I'll select this one, erase, put it inside, put it aside, put it down, down, so now everything is outside the 1:1 ratio. So first this one, erase. I put it in 1:1 ratio here, into 1:1, scale it down. This is one of the important objects, right? And this to this move here. And this one is out. So what I do is I just have to select these two objects. Now you can see my UV, select this UV, select shell. I'm scaling it so that it fits in this one. Yeah, that's what I think. Now the blade. This is side 1. Now go to object mode. This is what we got. And this one here, so select erase. Now what I do is I go to object mode. This one is perfect. So I use this space, this one, and something here. So select this one, scale it down, careful, on the side. Now this folder, erase. I'll scale it down. Place it here. It's a bit overlapping, no problem. Select the erase, select right click, shell. Just move it to object mode. Let's sell this. So erase, shell. Okay, I'll put it here so that now I select this UV. Select the shell. Little bit down here. So still we have got something here, so we bring it here. Scale it down. Scale it down. And finally we are left with this one. So UVs, drag and select those UVs, trying to pull it all the way here. Object mode. Now you can see it's basically this basic metal, so I can select everything. So now object mode. If you select everything, it's perfectly laid out. So this is front, this is right, left, this is the blade, this is the handle, and this is the tip, and this is this one. So overall I'm happy with it. So this is perfectly laid out. Now, as I promised, we'll work on a little bit more high definition model. So I'll select this thing, duplicate it, and put it one in new layer. Okay, and name it as iris model. Now come back here. If you open your UV texture editor, it's here, and loops exactly here and here. You press 3. It's perfect now. I'm happy with it. Now select this model. I'll add some loops. So that it will help us to add details to it. Press 3. Perfect. This one. If I press 3, I'm losing the shape. I want to maintain the shape. Say, go inside the two. I will look drag it very close to the surface. I'll go to one mode. It's always good, so it's safe for me. Now press 3. Here I'll try to. If you go to one mode, you can see it's plain. If I add a loop here, it's not affecting anything on the surface because I'm not changing anything. I'm just adding a loops. I missed something here. We check here. I'll add a loop here. See, nothing is affected. So that's one of the best things we can have. Now, press 3. We are a bit losing this shape. No problem. Add a loop here. One here. I'll add one here so that I can scale a bit. If I want, I'll add one more here. Okay. Now this one. Check out here. If we press 3, we lost the shape of a sharp edge, so add a loop. I'm zooming here. Go to one more better. Add a loop exactly very close to the surface. Press 3. Check mode. That's good. And perfect. You need to let it work on this one, but it's okay. Add one more loop on this side. Select everything, press 3. So if you check out here, the layout is the same layout as we have. So select everything, group it, Ctrl G. I'll move it to the side. So if you apply any texture to one object, by default because it has got the same UV layout, you won't face any problems. Perfect. So I'm happy with it. So this is what we got now, and I'll see you soon for the next part where we'll apply the textures. Bye.